Dr. A, good morning. Welcome back to another episode of Ingredients for a Better Life. We're joined every week here with Dr. Ray Nettles, the Chief Founding Medical Officer at Stop and Regrow. How are you doing today, Doctor?
I'm doing great, Chef Jay. Today better than yesterday, and I hear tomorrow better than today, so we're sticking around.
Very good. Well, as we both know, history most oftentimes repeats itself, whether good or bad, and trends are no different. And back in the trending zone now is intermittent fasting. And I speak with a lot of people, a lot of guys who are interested in improving their overall health, improving their performance. And there's a lot of podcasts out there. A lot of people are talking about fasting as a way to burn stored fats, how you can increase the IGF-1, reduce cellular aging, and then the metabolism and all that stuff, and their overall cognitive function. It puts people into fight or flight, and it goes into the whole how we were made as hunters, how we're only supposed to eat, so I don't necessarily believe in it, but I wanted to get a medical standpoint from it, because I don't believe it works. And not ironically, but these same group of people are losing their hair. So at that, I'll let you have a go.
Okay, Chef Jay, let's break it down. I like to use logic. Every caller and every person that watches your podcast, God made them, so they have logic. So first thing is, the callers are calling in and they are asking you or talking about fasting with you. So first thing that you know about the caller is the caller has a problem with hair loss.
Yeah.
You know that hair loss could be affected by nutrition. So the first thing that I would ask the caller to do, Chef Jay, is to get the blood work. That's the obvious next step. Hello, Chef Jay. I'm thinking about fasting. I am fasting. I love fasting. It makes molecules in my body move up and down. Great, Tom. Let's check the blood work and let's get an objective measurement of exactly what you just said. And from this point, Tom, you're going to continue doing what you think you're doing. And then in 6 months' time, we will reevaluate. And we'll see how it goes. If everything goes great, Chef Jay, continue doing this fasting. But what they're going to realize is they're going to realize the science. And there's a science behind fasting. Because here's what I know about a day on Earth. There's 24 hours. And you're going to sleep for a period of them, and then you're going to be up for a period of them. Call it up for 12 hours. If you did everything you could to maximize your protein, you would have to consume protein 10 grams every hour for 12 hours. If you did that and you were consistent and you did it 100% the best you could, Chef Jay, the most protein that could absorb in your body is 10 grams times 12, 120 grams.
Well, the small intestine's amazing, but it can't do all, it can only do so much, right?
Let's keep going with this. Let's keep going with this logic, right? So 120 grams. People tell you they take in 200. Go check your toilet bowl.
That's it.
You're going to find anything over 120 grams inside your toilet bowl. That's a fact.
And that's
not in your urine.
And that's if we're talking absorbable protein. If it's absorbable at all.
Yeah, so not in your urine, because it did not get in your bloodstream, and that's the point you want to make. Is science. Science proves that you cannot absorb more protein than the small intestines will absorb. So 120 grams, 4 kilocalories of energy per gram. 4 times 120, 480, rounded up to 500 to make it easy for the mathematicians around the globe. 500 calories. If you're a female, you need 2,000 to live every day. If you're a male, you need 2,500. Chef Jay, we're at 500 calories eating all we could all day long, and you're going to tell me someone wants to fast and they're going to absorb the macronutrient inside their body at a maximum absorption rate? That is illogical. And I think all of your callers will know that.
I just don't see how you can benefit from fasting while trying to keep protein levels up to support vitality, hair regrowth, and not be getting your HDL needs and your protein levels met. It just seems silly to me. If you follow the logic, and if you work the program. A recent study in Australia was talking about another thing is the rate of consuming food and the time period that you do it in. And that's another thing that's going around, where I don't believe that's as important as what you're actually consuming, and making sure that that small intestine isn't working too hard and that you're getting it 20-30 grams in every 3 to 4 hours. So it's kind of a contradiction, I find.
Well, here's the subtle truth, Chef Jay. People that come to Earth without God giving them purpose take jobs, and their jobs are to sell products and to motivate people to want things. You've got 87% of Americans, call it 90% of Americans in the Western, when I say Americans, it's also Australia, that's the Western Europe. So you've got 90% of the purchasers, the buyers, the people with money on Earth, that's the Western European. So 90% are overweight, out of shape. So any communication of decreasing the amount of food will lead to what? Decreased calories, which will lead to weight loss. So what all the 90% of callers really want, Chef Jay, is to be told what? To don't eat so much.
Right. Yeah.
So we could tell them that, Chef Jay, on the phone call. Hello, don't eat so much and get your blood work. Will that work? Try that on the next caller and see how it works.
Well, like you said, the best thing to do in any case is to go in, think about it like your car or whatever is, you want to go in and see what's going on and get a full diagnostic on it. So why is your body any different than your Tesla or your whatever you're driving? Or, you wouldn't buy a car without getting it thoroughly inspected, diagnostically. So you wouldn't start any program or try to do any life improvement without checking in with an expert to see what's going on. And that is getting your biochemical report card via a simple blood test. And another thing to reiterate is it's not just in California. It's not just, in Australia. It is at a local lab near you. You put an order in on the computer. They go into a lab near them. Results are sent to you. You meet with them like this, and it's that simple. We send off the medications worldwide, any place, if they're needed. So a lot of people, I think, will say, "Oh, I don't live in California," or "I can't afford to fly out to California." You don't have to. So I wanted just to put that out there as well. And all this information from the study, we're going to create an infographic, which people can go to the website and they can download it from stopandregrow.com. They can find out all the information about how to book the biochemical report card blood test and the program, which is less than what you spend for lunch every day if you ate out. So the program is less than $7 US per day. Isn't that right, doctor?
That's it, Chef Jay. With a precise diagnosis, you can get a customized supplement based on your nutrition and your genetics for an affordable price of less than $7, $8 a day.
And if you're not getting, a customized supplement in this day and age with all this stuff going on, guess what? You're going to be left behind, and you're going to be subjected to whatever they're going to throw at you next, because not only are we talking hair regrowth, but protein are the building blocks, right, behind all living things. We're talking about vitality, immunity. A lot of people think, oh, I have to high dose vitamin C. It's like, no, actually, protein is what protects your immunity first. And that high dose vitamin C is just going to get flushed down the toilet because we can only consume so much vitamin C before it, we have to get rid of it. So I like to check in with you. So, and I know a lot of times we talk about the same things, but I kind of have to hit them home because a lot of people, they say, keep it simple, stupid, right? But a lot of times people can't keep the simple things. You're a tennis player, right? So we can equivocate it to anything, but we can use tennis for a quick analogy, right? I was watching something, I think it was, maybe it was Federer I was watching. And he was talking about this serve and how when you strike the ball, you don't strike it when it's going up. You don't strike it when it's going down. That ball, it stays still for a minute, and that's when you strike it, right?
That's when you better strike it, Jay. You got a better chance of it being in the same spot if it's standing still when you strike it.
So the way to strike this is to go get that biochemical report card blood test and have a successful serve and win the game, right? So that's a quick analogy. And you can't, you can plan all you want. You can join the gym. You can, oh, I'm going to start eating better. But until you know what's going on with the numbers, it's all speculation. Okay, doctor. So what we'll do as well is we'll put that infographic up on the website and also do a blog about this. I appreciate your time today, and I look forward to checking in with you next week.